when the 360-degree machine is rotating, then at what is the spot or angle in the rotor these vibrations are coming from. Okay, so the amplitude, then frequency, and the phase, which is a very important parameter in vibration. Then we know about this. Then there is a second question comes when you do vibration monitoring is about what are the parameters. So we say in any rotary machines when we measure the vibration in the through terminologies. So we say vibration displacement, uh, vibration velocity, and acceleration. Okay, these are three parameters which we measure when we measure the vibration in rotating machines. So just to give you how we do it, so displacement means we are saying from resting position of rotary machines, how it is moving from point A to point B. So that's the kind of displacement we talk about. And that is we measure in terms of micron or mm. Okay. Second is about velocity. So we are saying displacement is moving from A to B, then how fast it is moving with respect to time. So we say, okay, it's mm, but velocity is mm per second. We measure in that. And third is we talk about acceleration. So rate of change of velocity, which we measure as mm per second square. So these are the three basic parameter we measure. And the other point we do in the vibration, when we do measurement, during the measurement, it comes with various units. So either it's peak, zero to peak, the displacement, or peak to peak as a displacement, or RMS of the velocity. This is what we use typically in our vibration monitoring thing. To achieve that, basically, we will be using various methodology to get these signatures from the equipment and start measuring it. And for that, we may have a various sensors, various monitoring systems to monitor this vibration.
Thanks. So there are a lot of technical details obviously involved in vibration monitoring. Now to consider this, what are the technologies being involved in the vibration monitoring and what is the current trend right now in this vibration monitoring field?
So just to share with you, basically when we talked about what is vibration, why vibration, then parameters and how to now monitor it, and what are the tech trends and industry trends which we are seeing. So if we do monitoring the vibration, we need to have a right sensors. Okay, just to introduce you briefly about the sensors. In for vibration monitoring system, we have the three types of sensors. One sensor which is used for displacement measurement to monitor from the really A to B position movement. That's called the non-contact type eddy current sensor, which works on the eddy current principle. The second sensor is we say about accelerometer, and then accelerometer is where it is used for the casing vibration monitoring in the rotary machines basically. And the third sensor which we use about velocity sensors. Velocity sensor is one type of accelerometer which will be built-in charge amplifier, which will give us a reading in mm per second directly. So these are three sensors which typically we use in vibration monitoring system. And what happens when we do all that, there is various applications comes into the play. So if you are talking about a turbine, for example, turbine is a very large rotary equipment, which happens when you have a large rotating equipment and when you are mounting a sensor, various types of sensors comes in. Okay, so for example, a turbine has a very large casing and the rotor shaft which is rotating inside, and then you have to monitor the shaft vibration monitoring. When you do a shaft vibration monitoring, the radial shaft monitoring, you have to use eddy current sensors, non-contact probes. When you talk about the casing vibration of the turbine or pump or fan or motor or gearboxes, use velocity sensors or accelerometer sensor, depend on the speed and frequency which is being utilized. So these are the various applications based on the second. This parameter comes in the bearing type. So if you talk about pump, fan, motor, gearboxes, they use anti-friction roller bearing. An anti-friction roller bearing which happens as shaft is rotating inside the pump or fan or motor, and it has got a bearing which is called a roller bearing, anti-friction roller bearing. So there is a metal to metal contacts. So whatever vibration comes in the shaft, it gets transmitted to the casing, and there we mount the sensor on the casing,